and we queer up politics. Democratic PAC ad shows creepy Republicans moving into private bedrooms.
Do you have a condom?
Yeah. Sorry, you can't use those.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
I'm your Republican congressman. Now that we're in charge, we're banning birth control.
This is our decision, not yours. Get out of our bedroom.
I won the last election. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna watch and make sure you don't do anything illegal.
Progressive Action Fund launched a new ad attacking crackdowns on reproductive rights ahead of an Ohio ballot measure. The ad features an elderly Republican congressman in the couple's bedroom. The ad urges voters to vote no on State Issue 1 in the August 8th vote. If passed, the measure would replace a simple majority requirement and require all amendments to the state constitution to be approved by 60% of voters. The argument for Issue 1 is it protects the Ohio Constitution from out-of-state interests. Critics argue it takes away freedom by undermining the sacred principle of one person, one vote, and destroys majority rule in Ohio. Several people have said the amendment is all about preventing abortion access. Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose stated, quote, "Well, you know what? I'm pro-life. I think many of you are as well. This is 100% about keeping a radical pro-abortion amendment out of our Constitution. The left wants to jam it in there this coming November." Now, Florida already has this, by the way. I think it was in 2006 we put in a supermajority. And of course, the U.S. of 60%, the U.S. Constitution has an incredibly even higher bar to amend the Constitution. So from one perspective, it makes sense. Because at one time, Florida was having, pig farm, like minute pig farm details written into the Constitution because all it took was 51%. So I get that. But this is an admittedly, openly, blatantly moving the goalposts. And the thing is, their Secretary of State knows what's coming. Because last year, after the Dobbs decision, the one that repealed Roe, Kentucky held a vote that affirmed the right. Kansas had a vote. Kansas, they're not the most liberal state in the country. They had a vote that says we want to keep this. As soon as the votes were counted, legislators were saying, well, we'll see about that. So they're not listening to the will of the people. Most people respect a woman's right to choose. Most people say this is not necessary. This is a last-ditch attempt in Ohio to move the goalposts so that they can continue to shove their agenda down our throats on the ballot. And the thing is, it'll probably pass because who votes on August 8th? They're going to have a good chance of getting trying to get people to the polls on an off-year election in November, much less August 8th. So I don't like where this is heading.
I think there's a good chance of this not passing. I think you underestimate the motivation of motivated women.
Angry.
They're angry. They're going out to vote. They are. I mean, I hope so. Anyway, I mean, if that's their rights at risk, and I think if the husbands who vote for this, they should basically have a sex strike against them. No more sex until you vote the right way.
Yeah, only women should be voting on this.
I think they did this ad right, though.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a white couple because we still are racist in this country. It was a condom. Shout out to safer sex, number one. But number two, generally it's on the man. And they did not use birth control pills because I'm not going to finish that thought. Anyway, because we as a country love to slut shame women, which is disgusting. What I want to see even further is, and bring the receipts when you do this, okay? We already know Republicans hate our troops. See Tommy Tuberville. There's plenty of receipts for them hating America, but, that they're, the list can go on and on and on. But this ad is perfect because it's going to motivate people.
It's a little handmaid's tale too. In my humble opinion, birth control, including but not limited to abortion, is a necessary part of slowing and possibly reversing the effects of climate change. So if they want their precious grandchildren and their children's children to live on a planet where they can live, use a condom and save the planet.
And shout out to that actor.
Which one?
The Republican
Perfectly,
congressman.
perfectly.
He was so
Creepy.
creepily.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
Alrighty.
this flat delivery. This ad has gone viral, which is always a good thing,
Yeah.
because that means that people are going to see it. Doesn't matter if they have a television or not.
Yes.
Right. Well,
We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show, brought to you from Happening Out Television Network. We operate in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ+ community. We educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ+ community, with more than 100,000 a week watching us on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the story going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.